Okay.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let's see if I can hear.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Go. People are there.
We're here. We're just
Good
hiding.
Shabbat. Well, I know I can see you, but I didn't hear you.
Services last week were really wonderful.
Rabbis outdid themselves.
Absolutely.
We are honored, and believe me, having been to several other Zoom services and talked to people in several other places, we are very, very fortunate. Oh, look at the whole Horowitz family, and others are joining us. Hello. Our young ladies are here to grace our presence.
And I'm open to seeing anybody else's grandchildren that come on. It's wonderful, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
It is.
It's wonderful. And I love to see everybody.
Mhm.
I spent the day with mine
Oh, very good.
every Wednesday
did
and
too.
Friday.
Oh, Esther's every
Best way to
Wednesday
spend
and
your
Friday.
day.
Yep. Yep.
With her grandchildren every Wednesday. I want to see them, Esther.
Yeah, when did they join us?
I just got to get to spend the day with Isaac. Josie's too far away to do on a regular basis.
Yeah, well, before you know it, they'll be
You could meet
beside you
halfway at
singing like this.
Sturbridge. I've done that before.
What?
Meet in Sturbridge.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that far. 45 minutes or so.
Oh, Anita's not there.
Yeah.
This is today's picture. Can you
Oh,
see
let
it?
me see. Hold it up. Wait. No, go to the left. I can't see. Up higher. Oh, look. Is that the both of them?
No. That every week, every Friday, we get a picture of Josie next to the challah that her mom makes.
Josie.
Mhm.
How adorable. I want to see it. Take a picture and text it to me so I can see it.
I'll send you a copy.
Yeah. It's awesome.
We going.
Uh, 29th, Friday night. Look at that.
But who's counting?
No, we don't want to do that. It is amazing, though. We've survived and prospered. We were just saying how wonderful our services were. And we can say that in comparison to what we have heard from our friends elsewhere in the country. We are very, very fortunate to have had such vibrant services and such participative and interesting. And
how do we
Well, thank you very much. Of course, we owe it to Leah and Kayla
that's right.
Right.
and to Jacob. I'm sure he'll be on later.
And we're still waiting for Loretta to have a service with the two babies, one on each knee and the dog in between.
Yeah.
I disconnected that.
And if,
That would be quite a trick.
What did you
Alan.
do?
if I get
Sometimes
interrupted
when you
tonight,
back to the other screen.
we've got a grand dog over tonight, so.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
It's
granddaughter
the
joined us also.
granddaughter.
They dropped a grand dog off tonight on their way to New Hampshire, so,
Okay.
but she's doing all right. She's gonna be quiet. She's not feeling well. She's got a bad knee, like her grandpa.
Get that.
Aw.
I'm gonna get the clock. Wait. One.
How's everybody doing tonight? All right?
Doing
Just
good.
fine, Rabbi, just fine.
You know, we're being blessed with this beautiful weather that we've been,
Yes.
Yes. I only had to use just a little bit of heat.
oh, last week, yeah.
Just for an hour.
Oh, is that all? An hour? Oh, no, I ran mine a couple
Oh,
of days last week.
Yeah, last week I ran
one
mine.
day for an hour.
Oh, it was in the 30s last week, I think, right?
Yeah.
It was even cold on the golf course.
After the 1st of October, it's written in law, it's right, and just like in the movie, it has been written, you can turn your heat on.
I turn mine on when it gets cold.
That's what I turned
So
it
do
on.
I.
Or Rich turns it on and then I go behind him. I let it get a little bit warm and then I shut it off.
Hey, girls.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
We saw you on TV today.
Who was on TV?
Kayla
Kayla.
for the Kabbalat Shabbat.
You were on TV
Hello.
today?
I said, I know her.
Mhm.
You were on TV?
Yeah.
At
Taluski,
school today.
We're famous.
is in the house. What is here?
You did a beautiful job today, as you do every Friday night.
Right. And we have 2 Adeles.
Two Adele's. What now?
2 Adeles.
Well, you'll have to watch
Two
that.
Adele's.
Because I don't know where my book is. Is it on the floor?
Do you know this, Adele?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, I know you. We know you very well. Yes.
I miss you. I miss you.
Yes, we know you.
Oh, would you say you miss me too?
Yes, you do.
Good answer. Good answer.
They said they know you very well.
Right, but, and I said I miss them and they said,
We know you.
no, you.
Adele,
Yes.
Which
being a
one?
member of the fan club, I have a question for you. Kol Nidre service, it says starts at 6 o'clock, but candle lighting is at 6:16.
Right.
You can
How
always
is
light your
that?
candles early. You can light your candles early. You can't light them after that. And we will be
Well,
lighting
it
the
said-
candles.
I was
We will be-
reading the paper. and-
What's he say?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We will be lighting the candles when we start the service at 6. We have a
Wow.
a special ceremony that takes place at 6. You can light them early. You can't light them after that time.
Okay, because it
Go
was
ahead
on
and
the.
light- you can light yours
paper
if you
at
want.
6:16.
Yeah, you can light yours. You can light yours before you start the service.
See?
I see.
Sunday afternoon be okay?
You know, I think it's probably the right day. You know, I don't think you want to wait till Monday. It'll be a little late.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Hi.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Shabbat shalom.
Those are Friday night classes?
Hi, Paula.
Hi, everyone.
Harold, you
What a
could have called
lovely
me. I
day
would have got
today.
back to you and about that answer for that question, Harold.
And I don't think so. I don't have that much time left.
Did everybody have a good day today? Wasn't it a beautiful day?
It was beautiful, Paula. Did you go for a nice walk today?
I did.
Good
I
for you.
did. Yeah,
Me too.
I did. Yeah.
Hey, we
So-
only had to wait about 10 minutes to get into Trader Joe's. That was a good day.
Hey, that's good. I
went
actually got there 2 weeks ago. I walked in and walked out. It was no big deal, right? There was no
Really?
line.
Wow.
I went yesterday and the guy who was letting people in was amazed at how few people there were in line.
Yeah, it's getting better. It was the Friday of Labor Day weekend, I think it was, in the morning. I drove in the parking lot for well, let's see, by then I think it was the 27th or 26th week that we've been on. And every Friday I would go over to Trader Joe's to go in. I needed to pick one thing up. And every time I drive there, the line was around the building, so it wasn't worth it. I'd call Kit and I'd say, I'm not going in today. That Friday, the weekend of Labor Day, there was nobody there.
They're all on vacation.
I ran in, I bought what I needed. I went out, I told Kit that I got what I needed, and she said, you got the wrong thing. I haven't been back since. Hi to the Adlers. I see the Adlers today.
For you.
Hello.
I bought Bamba today. They had Bamba from Israel. Their Bamba is made in Israel, and they
All right,
have
Paula.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, but I don't want to interrupt Trader Joe's commercial.
No, we're good. It's good. It's 8 o'clock. That means it's time to mute. And Rabbi Bernie and his choir.
Yes.
It's by the way, it's Rabbi and I are not wearing our ties tonight. We'll go back to the tie attire on Sunday night, Harold. Okay, we'll wear our ties Sunday night along with our kittles. But in the meantime, I think we have our choir tonight. Leah and Kayla are going to join Rabbi Bernie tonight, I believe, in the Bim Bum.
Sure. I know we're kind of fading in and out a little. I don't know. I'm playing with the lights a little, but I think we're okay. Close.
They
enough.
look good, fading or not. It's fine. They look great.
All right, girls. Bim bum. Take it away.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam,
Bum.
bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat 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 shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Hey!
Yes. Bim bum. Yeah, beautiful way to start Shabbat. It's also time for some happy news. Do we have any good news tonight to start off with? Who's got some good news? Leah and Kayla. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're moving to Swampscott.
You're moving to Swampscott? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that near Marblehead?
Yes.
Oh, you're moving?
Yes.
This is only the good news. Oh, okay. It's very good news because we get to see you. We'll get to see you a lot too, right?
Yeah, I also have some good news.
Well, welcome to Swampscott. Yes.
I decided that on Shabbat I'm not going to use electronics,
Wow.
and that at school we got our recorders from school because we get to do that in 3rd grade.
And we get to hear the recorders all day long.
Well, we need to hear that sometime. That's neat because they're not electronics, right?
Oh, that's right. By the way, the Swampscott move is so they can be closer to Hillel, and they don't have to have. Yes, okay.
I knew that was good news for that. They can be closer to their school. I know that. If you're not going to use electronics, that's good. I think that's wonderful, but you have to use Zoom to join us on Shabbat, okay? I give you a special Shabbat dispensation because you're coming to shul, all right?
Yeah, but that's
All right.
different. It's like a service.
I understand. All right, anyone else with some good news tonight? Please speak up.
Yep, I do.
I have good. Good.
Go ahead.
So,
Sandy?
Okay.
And then Richard.
Yes, it was Harold's birthday this week. Doesn't he look good?
I don't know. We can only see a quarter of his face.
Oh, that's me.
There he is. Happy birthday, Harold. Happy birthday.
Thank
Mazel
you.
tov.
Thank you.
Mazel tov, yes.
I need to sign up for Social Security, I imagine.
I think it's beyond that, Bernie. It's the next step.
A week or two past. Mazel tov. Happy, healthy birthday to you. Richard
Thank you very
Strauss.
much.
Okay, we didn't do good news last Friday because it was the holy day. But the 17th was my son Jonathan and my daughter-in-law Jennifer's 15th wedding anniversary.
Mazel tov.
Oh,
Wonderful.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Great news. Great. Anybody else good news? I know the Pranskys had some good news that they shared a little bit with us last week, but this is Friday night, so go for it.
Our Ethan's girlfriend Katja passed the bar exam in Israel, and they told us that only 34% is the passing rate.
I was going to say, in Israel, it's not easy to pass the bar, that's for sure. So mazel tov. That's really great news.
First try,
On
no
our
less.
first try. So
And
That's really big.
I have some important, very good news to announce, and this has to do with Rabbi Perlman and I. And Rabbi Perlman and I, after a long and arduous discussion, have finally reached an agreement. And we've agreed to disagree.
Always. That's something we've always done.
I think that's good news.
Alan, we've agreed to disagree since I moved here. Agree?
No, disagree.
All right. Point, counterpoint.
Gee, that's
We'll do
the
a show.
exact
We'll do a show
opposite of
together.
me, Rabbi.
What's that, Richard?
I said, that's the exact opposite of me. I
Of course.
disagreed before you got here. Once you got here, it's been the opposite.
All right, never mind. This is good news stuff. All right, anybody else with some good news?
I have good news.
Yes.
We had a wonderful, wonderful Rosh Hashanah services with our rabbis. Thank you so much. And I think the best part, one of the nicest part of the whole holiday was going to Crystal Lake and seeing so many people at Tashlich, and just, it was wonderful to see so many children there. And, you know, we had the support of our mayor and our police chief and so many of you. So thank you, Rabbi, for arranging that.
Well, that was a beautiful, beautiful moment. Really a great opportunity to see so many people that we haven't been able to be face to face with in so long. So yes, it really was a gift. God gave us a beautiful day that day too. Couldn't have asked for better weather. It was great. Final thoughts, anyone? Okay, mute them up, and we're going to ask Rabbi, are we going to have the Shalom Aleichem here, or?
Yes, girls, are we going to join them with Shalom Aleichem?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. I know we're fading in and out, but it's a little
Yeah, but I'd
crowded
rather
here in
look
front
at
of
you.
the
I'm
light.
going to wait till we put it up on the screen. Everybody knows the words, so go ahead and we want to look at the
All
grandchildren.
right, here we go, girls. Ready?
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shalom.
Barhuni Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Setchem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Thank you, ladies. Very nicely done.
Always beautiful. Thank you so much, ladies. Appreciate it so much. All right, we'll make this work. Yedid Nefesh, Rabbi.
Yedid nefesh avarachaman meshach avdach el ritzonach yarutz avdach kemo ayal yishtachave el mul hadarach יערב לו ידידותך, מנופת צוף בכל טעם.
And we'll ask everybody, please keep your microphones muted until we tell you to unmute them. Thank you so much. And with your microphones muted, please join me in reading the Sabbath prayer at the bottom of the page. Dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. L'chuna Ranana, page 15, for those of you with a Siddur.
We'll do it together. And now we read it silently for a little bit.
Arba'im Shana, Abtu Bedor, Va'omar Amto Elevavhem, Vehem, Lo Yadu Drachai, Asher, Nishbati V'Api, Imivaur, Al Menuchati.
And now, that's so pretty. And now we'll read responsibly. Rabbi and I will read responsibly. Sing a new song to Adonai. Acclaim Adonai, all people on earth.
Sing to Adonai, proclaim each day God's awesome might, announce to the world God's glory and wonders.
For Adonai is great, deserving of praise. Adonai alone is to be revered as God.
All the gods of the nations are nothingness, but Adonai created the heavens.
Majesty and might accompany God's splendor and strength adorn God's sanctuary.
Acknowledge Adonai, all families of nations. Acclaim God's majestic power. Acknowledge God's glory and bring him tribute.
Worship Adonai in resplendent reverence. Let the earth tremble in God's presence.
Declare to the world Adonai is sovereign. God has steadied the world which stands firm and judges all nations with fairness.
Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea and all it contains exult.
Let field and forest sing for joy. Adonai comes to rule the earth, to rule the world justly, the nations with fairness. Yismechu hashamayim betagel haaretz, Yiram hayam umlo, Yalo zesadai v'chol asher bo, asher ranenu kol hatzeyar, lifnei Adonai kivo lishpot haaretz, yishpotei b'tzedek, v'yamim b'emunato.
And on page 20, for those of you that choose, it is appropriate to stand for Mizmor LeDavid.
Mizmor LeDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, havu l'Adonai kivod shemo, ishtachavu l'Adonai b'hadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim. Adonai al mayim rabim. Kol Adonai b'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vayishabir Adonai et azei halvanon, Vayakidem kimo egel, Levanon v'Sirion, kimo v'remim. Kol Adonai chotze lahavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, Vayechesof ye'arot, Uvekalo kulo omer kavod, Adonai lamavol yashav, Vayeshev Adonai melech mi'olam, Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom.
And you may be seated if you so choose. L'chadodi, every other stanza on the opposite page.
What goes with who you like to sing? How about that one? Okay. L'chadodi, l'krat kala, Pnei Shabbat Bella.
Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Yishmi'anu echad, Adonai echad, Shmo echad, L'shem
Tzarech v'metila.
L'chadodi, l'krat kala, Pnei Shabbat
Bella.
Mikdash melech, ir melucha, kumitziim, ha'itoch ha'afecha, Rav lach shevet, ve'emecha bacha, ve'hu yachamo alayichem la.
L'chadodi, l'krat kala, Pnei Shabbat
Hitorei, kiva orech, kumi ori, shir daberi, kavod Adonai, alayich nigla. L'chadodi,
l'krat kala, Pnei Shabbat Bella.
V'hayu l'shisa, shalosayech, v'rachaku, kol mevalayech, yasis alayech, Elohayech, kimsos matan al kala. L'chadodi,
l'krat kala, Pnei Shabbat
Bowi v'shalom eteret bala, dam b'simcha usahala, toch emune am segula, bowi chala.
All right. Whoops. I got a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Problem with doing stuff on Zoom.
Uh-oh.
No problem.
Uh-oh. Now we got a problem. All right. Let's try this. Uh-oh. Let's stop this. Share. And see if it will fix itself. Nope.
Let's do Bowie Chala again. Bowie Chala, Bowie Chala, Bowie Chala, Bowie Chala. Bowie Chala, Bowie Chala, Bowie Chala, Bowie Chala.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. We have Houston. Houston, we have a problem. All right, let's fix this here.
That's okay, Houston.
All right, we're gonna come back. I think it's not letting me bring it bigger. Okay.
Well,
All right.
we can do another version of Lechajo D if you want.
We can do a bim bum. This has not happened yet. This has not happened before. Bum, 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 bum. Weird.
It doesn't like that page, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, it doesn't like any of these pages. Yeah, I'm gonna open it in a different browser.
Shalom.
Bum, bum, bum. Hey. Yes.
Shalom. Hey, Shalom.
Yes. No. All right, we're gonna have to go one page at a time tonight, folks. Sorry about that. But, so if I remember, Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat is next, and so we're doing it in the English.
Yes.
And we're see, they can't beat us.
No, we got it.
We got it. You ready, Rabbi? Let's do this one responsibly. It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God.
To affirm your love each morning and your faithfulness each night to the music of the lute and the melody of the harp.
Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation.
How vast your works, Adonai. Your designs are beyond our grasp.
The thoughtless cannot comprehend. The foolish cannot fathom this.
The wicked may flourish, springing up like grass, but their doom is sealed, for you are supreme forever.
Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish. All the wicked shall crumble.
But me you have greatly exalted. I'm anointed with fragrant oil. I've seen the downfall of my foes, and I've heard the despair of my attackers.
The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. They shall grow tall like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they will thrive in the courts of our God.
And they shall bear fruit even in old age, and they shall be ever fresh and fragrant, to proclaim Adonai is just my rock, in whom there is no flaw.
And we're going to sing 4 lines from the bottom on the other page, Sadiq Tamar.
Tzadikatama yifrach ke'erez bavanom yiskeshitulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvon beseva deshenim berananim yeyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avlatabo.
Adonai Malakeu Labesh Labesh.
Edotecha ne'amnu mi'od levet kanava kodesh Adonai liorech yamim.
And those of you that are reciting the Mourner's Kaddish, either for a yortzeit or a loved one, you may open your microphones and we'll recite the Kaddish together, remembering that it is the middle, the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and we recite the La'ela together. Here we go. Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Bi'alma, Divrachimute, Bi'amlich Malchute, B'chayechon, Uvyomechon, Uchaye B'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, Uvizman, Kariv, V'yamru, Amen. Yehe Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Ulomei Omaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yipa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitalev V'yitalam Shemei V'kodesha Barichu Le'ela Mikol Birchata V'shirata Tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran v'alma v'yamru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom b'mroma hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru Amen. Again, I'm sorry for the English. I'm not going to be able to show that tonight, so I apologize to you. We're obviously having a problem, but we worked through it. And now, for those of you that wish to join us for the Baruch Hu, you may for the repeat, and then please remute your microphones. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevarach.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Havarach Bariyam v'layla golel or mipnei choshev v'choshev mipnei or ma'avir ma'mevi layla ma'avdil ben yom ben layla Adonai tzebaot shemo El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Amari v'aravim Avat olam beit Yisrael amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot ukma mishpatim otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shakbeinu u'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach v'divrei Toratecha u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki heim chayenu v'yorech yameinu u'vahem nege Yomam v'layla v'yavachaltas mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael wish to join me for the Shema, you may do so now with your mics open. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu,
Yeah.
Please remute your microphones. Rabbi Bernie, take it away.
V'yata et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam libanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech u'v'shafecha u'v'kumecha u'kishatam li'od al yadecha v'hayu l'totafod bein einecha u'kitavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'sharecha.
And we'll continue silently in the Hebrew. V'haya'im shemoah tishma'el t'tay Hashem.
Leman yirbu yemechem v'imei v'nechem al hadama asher nishba Adonai lavotechem latet lahem kimei hashamayim al haaretz. Vayomer Adonai al Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'mata aleihem v'yasu lahem tzitzit al kanfei bigdeihem ledorotam v'natnu al tzitzit hakana patil techelet v'haya lachem letzitzit uritem oto Uzachatem et kol mitzvot Adonai v'yasitem otam v'lo taturu acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem asher atem zonim achareihem leman tizkuru v'yasitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem Asher rotzei tietkem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. You want to close up again? Those of you at the Siddur, page 32. U'malchutov ratzon kiblo aleihem Moshe b'nei Yisrael lechanu shira b'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot ohosef malchut garov banecha Okay, Yam Lifnei Moshe Zeilianu v'Yamru Adonai Imloch Leolam Va'ed V'nemar Kibnei Yaakov Ugolom Yad Chazak Mimenu Baruch Atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. I have no idea what that is. Let's do the Let's do the Hashkivenu. This one here. Rabbi, why don't you lead that responsibly with me?
As a mother comforts her children, so I myself will comfort you, says Adonai, and you will find peace in Jerusalem.
Past troubles will be forgotten, hidden from sight. Jerusalem will be a delight, her people a joy, and you will find peace in Yerushalayim.
None shall hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain, says the Creator whose throne is heaven, says Adonai, who also seeks peace in Jerusalem.
Each month at the new moon, each week at Shabbat, all people, all my children shall worship me, says Adonai, who will also find peace and consolation in Jerusalem. Ashkiveinu and Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chayim, v'shmos aleinu sukkot shalomecha, v'takneinu v'yetzat tova milfanecha, v'hashienu l'man shemecha, v'hagein b'adeinu, v'haser me'aleinu, v'yev debe b'cherev v'rav v'yagon, v'yaser satam milfaneinu, v'me'achareinu. ובצל כנפך תסתירנו כי אל שמרנו עצרנו אתה כי אל מלכנו ברחום אתה ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל Yerushalayim. And as we know, Israel again is locked down because of COVID, and we are praying for not only health and that people live and make it through this difficult time in Israel, but we also pray, of course, for peace, as we always do. Rabbi Bernie will now lead us on page 34 for Vishamru, as we traditionally would be we would be standing. Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam b'rit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam b'rit olam. B'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam b'rit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam b'rit olam. U'bayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam b'rit olam.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Almighty Brachirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechonu v'yomechonu v'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'gala v'izman kari v'yemaru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbam mevarach le'olam olam me'omaya.
Yitbarach.
Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yipar, v'yitrumam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemir gurusha. Le'ela, mikol bechata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, damihiram v'alma v'yemaro.
Amen.
And now the Amida will be silent. Again, I'm having computer issues, so I can't run the English. I apologize to you for that. I will be reciting the Hebrew, and I'll say it softly, and I'll remind you to include the passages for the 10 days between the Aseret Yemei Tshuva. This is Shabbat Shuvah, and the passages are included. I'll say the Hebrew. If you wish to say the English on your own, if you have a siddur, do so. Otherwise, say the words in your heart. Akadosh at Yom Hashvi, Yishimcha Techala Maseh Shammai V'Aretz, U'Barachto Mikol Hayamim, V'Kedashto Mikol Hazmanim, V'Chein Katuv B'Toratecha, V'Yichulu Hashammai V'Aretz, V'Faltzu B'Am V'Cher L'Him B'Yim Malachto Asher Asa, V'Yishbo B'Yim Hashvi Mikol Malachto Asher Asa, V'Yibaruch L'Him Ad Yom Hashvi V'Kadesh Oto Kivo Shabbat Mikol Malachto Asher Bara L'Him Lasot, Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu v'Tzei L'Mechatenu Kachem B'Mistach V'Tenkei V'Toratecha V'Tzabir V'Tevecha V'Samchei B'Shvotecha V'Daher L'Beinu L'Yavdecha B'Emet V'Anchileinu Eloheinu B'Yavav V'Atzon Shabbat Kodesh V'Yinucha V'Yisrael Mekadesh Necha B'Ruch L'Nai Mikadesh HaShabbat Ritzei Eloheinu B'Mcha Yisrael V'Yiratam V'Yeshiv V'Tavadar V'Beitecha V'Yiratam V'Yiratecha V'Yab B'Ratzon V'Yilu Atzon T'mir V'Dat Yisrael Amecha V'Techazenu V'Nini B'Shvuot Zom B'Rachmim B'Ruch L'Nai Hamachazir Shechinato L'Tzion Modima Nahachnu Lach She'ata L'Nei V'Lidu V'Sochei Maginu Shenu Atahulu Dovadona Delachal Saper Tilatecha Alcheinu Amisim B'Yadecha V'Yam Nishmatenu Akbadot Lach V'Yam Nisach Shevachol Yomim Mana V'Yam Niflotecha V'Tovotecha Shevachol Eiteh V'Vofecha V'Yatzon V'Yatov Kilot V'Mechnecha V'Amachim Kilot V'Muchasedecha Me'olam Ki V'Inu Lach V'Yalkulam V'Barak V'Imam Shemtam L'Kenim Tamid L'Lam Bed Uchtav L'Chaim Tovim Kol B'nei Britecha V'Chol HaChaim V'Chasal V'Shemcha Be'emet Yishvotenu B'Ezurtenu Sara Baruch Adonai Atov Shemcha L'Chana Elehodot Shalom Rabbi Yisrael M'cha V'Yakol Yeshvei Tevot Hasim Le'olam Yatahu Melech Adon L'Chol Shalom V'Tov B'Necha L'Berech T'Mcha Yisrael B'Chol Eit V'Chol Shab B'Shlomecha Baruch Ata Adonai Avarech Adamo Yisrael B'Shalom B'Sefer Chaim B'Racha B'Shalom U'Panasa Tohova Nizacher V'Nichate Litvanecha Nachnu V'Chol Lamcha Beit Yisrael L'Chaim Tovim Shalom. Now, Baruch Ata Adonai Oseh Shalom. And we're going to go on to the English reading. 46. I don't know, Rabbi. Why don't you read it for us, and then we'll have everybody sing Oseh Shalom with their microphones muted tonight. There's a lot of people in the house. Rabbi?
My God, keep my tongue from evil, my lips from lies, and help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah that I might pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their schemes. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, and your Torah. Answer my prayer for the deliverance of your people. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, my rock and my redeemer.
Let's all sing together. Oseh Shalom Bimramah. Oh, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, 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 Ve'yimaru.
Amen.
May the one one who brings peace to his universe, bring peace to us, to all the people Israel, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, and all who dwell on God's earth. And let us together say,
Amen. Amen.
let's all say, all of us will say, Amen.
Amen.
And so before we continue, we're going to do the Misha Berach for those who are sick, as the rabbi would say, for those who aren't feeling very well. And when I stop, if you wish to say the name, you may open your microphones at that time. And then please remute your microphones again as soon as you've said the name or names of the people with the need for refuah shlema. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov Rabbi Karach Leah, Hu Yivarech Yerafei Et
Steve Traeger.
Elisa Zimmerman.
Carol Slavin.
Jeffrey Neiman. Amy
Aaron
Colleen
Cohen.
Sugarman,
Rizzo.
Marie Finger,
Arthur and Linda
Liba
Bonstein.
Batrana.
Faith Lerner, George
Angela
Fonseca.
Volante,
Rivka.
Bill
Bat
Fishman.
Rachel.
Sheila Rosenberg.
Susan Lonis, Irene Dennis, Wendy Schaap, Elisa Zimmerman.
Elizabeth Dina, David Ben.
Dennis Gaba.
Menachem Ben Masudi.
Al Zimmerman, Tina Hawkins, and Juan Barrios.
Jeff Schultz.
And if everyone has said the names, please mute your microphones. Kol hacholim b'kihila kadosha kadosh baruch hu yimale rachamim alehem lahachazikam ulufrotam yishlach lahem me'erav v'fashem amin yishmai v'frat hanefesh v'frat haguf b'tok sheichadei Yisrael shabbatim lizok ofu refoah karova lavo hashtag b'zman kariv v'nomar amen. May God bring blessing and healing to all those mentioned, all those we know of, and those we don't know of who suffer illness within the congregational family. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and to vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being together with all who may be ill. Misha Behera Chavoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Behirachi Motenu Mikor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And now we'll turn to the Bayachulu, page 47. If you're running a Siddur, follow along. Rabbi Bernie will take it from here.
Bayachulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzivam. Vayikal Elohim bayom hashvi melachto asher asa vayishbach bayom hashvi mikol melachto asher asa vayivarech Elohim et yom hashvi vayikadesh oto ki bo Shabbat mikol melachto Kivo Shabbat Mikol Melachto Asher Bara Elohim Asher Bara Elohim Lasot Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu V'lahei Avoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'hanora, El Elyon konei shamayim va'aretz. Magen avot vidbaro, Michaye metim v'ma'amaro, Ha'el Hakadosh she'en kamohu. Hameniach le'amo v'yom Shabbat kodsho kivam ratza le'haniach lahem kivam ratza le'haniach lahem לפניו נעבוד ברב הפחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, מעון הברכות אל ההודעות. אדון השלום, מקדש השבת, ומברך שביעי, ומניח בקדושה, לימדו שני עונג, זכר למעשה בראשית.
Page 48.
Eloheinu v'lahavotenu, ritzei b'mnuchatenu, kadshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'techalkeinu b'toratecha, sabeinu mitzuvecha, v'samchenu b'shuatecha, v'taher libeinu li'avdecha be'emet, v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu mi'ahava u'ratzon Shabbat kadshecha v'yinuchu v'Yisrael mikadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Yikaral v'yikarash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'almad yivrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayachon v'mechon v'chayachol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agalav ezman kari v'yimaru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olam me'omaya.
Yitbarach.
Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitramah v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitlev v'yitalash shmei kodeshah. Le'ela mikol b'chata b'shirata tush b'chata b'rechamata damiram b'yama v'yimru.
Amen.
Gabas loton v'oton ducha Yisrael kadam v'hon d'bishmai v'yimru.
Amen.
Hey shlom arabim mit shamai v'chaim aleinu v'el Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
Aseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru.
Amen.
Now, is Jacob here tonight? Did I see Jacob? There he is.
There
Jacob,
he is.
Jacob, were you impressed when I saw you the other day at Tashlich that I could tell you two, the two of you, the difference between you and Tyler? Were you impressed? You had a mask on and I could tell the difference.
Yeah.
That was impressive, wasn't it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's your hair is different. I've noticed. It's not the face, it's the hair.
Yeah.
Hi, Mimi. Have we poured the wine and the grape juice?
All poured,
All set?
all set.
All right. Jacob, you did a great job doing the Kiddush last Friday night for Rosh Hashanah.
Thank you.
You really did. Tonight's regular Friday night, and Sunday night you'll do the one for Kol Nidre. So go ahead and get this one out of there.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
A
Baruch
minute.
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodesh b'ahava u'ratzon henhilanu, zikaron l'maaseh bereshit, ki hu yom tehillah b'mikrayei kodesh, zecher l'tziyah Mitzrayim kivanu baharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodecha b'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim. I'm just wondering how is it coming with your learning the Kol Nidre Kiddush? Have you been working on it?
Not really.
Well, it's Sunday night. You better learn it. I mean, you don't have a lot of time, so go find it in the Moxer and learn it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. Thank you, Jacob. Yashkoch to you. What's he going to do when we call on him on Kol Nidre for Kiddush? Uh-oh. Don't answer the call. All right, this Shabbos is Hazinu. It reminds me of a song. Shalom, shalom, you find shalom. We sing that song. It talks about how we say hello and how we say goodbye. And I was thinking when I was writing this, how do Jews say goodbye? Come to think of it, can a Jew ever really say goodbye? Not only that, when we say goodbye, could it ever be forever? Now, we all know the answer. There's a punchline to an old joke that comes to mind that is no longer politically correct. But when did that ever stop me? In fact, when I say it, almost everyone who is with me today will remember it. You'll forgive me, but Goyim leave without saying goodbye. Jews say goodbye, but never leave. Now, perhaps Jews act this way because of our Mama Lashon, our original language, Hebrew. Now, what am I talking about? The Hebrew language essentially says goodbye without saying goodbye. We say lahitraot. In other words, we say see you later. There's a Jewish tradition that when we see a friend that we have not seen in a year, we're supposed to say a bracha. Which bracha? Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam techiyat hametim. Blessed is the God of sovereign of the universe who revives the dead. After all, what good Jew could last an entire year between a conversation? Probably more realistic, what good Jew could go an entire year without arguing with everyone we know? Right, Alan? The reality is that this is really not all that funny. How many of our loved ones did not get on a boat to America from Hungary, Germany, Poland, Russia, and other places in the anti-Semitic world and were never seen again? How did many of us have friends or loved ones who went to the hospital with COVID-19 and we never saw them again? Did anyone say goodbye to them? Or did we say lahitraot, as if praying to have the good fortune of being able to see them again later? What is all this talk about saying see you later all about, by the way? Well, this Shabbat, the Torah reading is Moshe's final farewell to the Jewish people before he dies. It certainly does not take a rocket scientist to see that Moshe is really having a hard time with this. Now, how do I know this? Well, instead of being Moshe our rabbi, Moshe Rabbeinu, he takes himself to a higher level by becoming Moshe our Chazan. You see, this is the first time he sings his message as a solo. Yes, at the Sea of Reeds, he joins in with Bnei Yisrael, with the children of Israel, as they sing a song of praise to God. This time he sings his final message to the people alone. So why did he chant his final farewell message instead of speaking it? It feels as if Moshe may be concerned that he will be forgotten by Bnei Yisrael. So how do I come to this conclusion? It's easy. I get it from Moshe's own words, Zechor Yemot Olam. This is another idiomatic expression that means, don't you ever forget about me. You see, this feeling he will be forgotten is obviously of deep concern to him, even though it is so out of character of a person who did not want the limelight. You remember he argued with God at the bush that burned but was not consumed about going to speak to Pharaoh? He went into hiding as a shepherd for 40 years. And now he's asking for his people not to forget him? To make his point even stronger, does not speak his words, he sings them to make his messages even more memorable. That speaks not only to Moshe's state of mind, but to a deep-seated fear. To a deep-seated fear that most of us have. And what is that fear? Almost everyone wants to be remembered for something that we did. Does anyone really want all of our life's work to have been for nothing? Do we want to simply say goodbye, leave and disappear without so much as leaving a single memory behind? The thing is that Moshe really had nothing to worry about. Yes, Moshe did sing his goodbye song, but has he ever really left? His legacy has become larger than life in our Jewish history. Zechor Yemot Olam, do not forget him. We sing Torah, Torah tziva lanu Moshe. This is the Torah that Moshe gave us. We refer to him, Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher, as if we could ask him a question and he still could answer. Judaism has changed a lot since Moshe's time, but we have never forgotten Moshe, the lawgiver, the leader of our people, who was so often frustrated with them. In other words, Moshe sang his goodbye message, and perhaps that punctuated his life, making even it more unforgettable. You know, I have one more thing to say, and it's about the Jewish calendar. We have 4 Yizkor services during the Jewish year. No sooner do we finish, we remember our loved ones on Yom Kippur. 2 weeks later, Shmini Atzeret comes along and we repeat Yizkor again. The next Yizkor service after that happens 6 months from then on Pesach and repeats 50 days later on Shavuot. On Shmini Atzeret, we ask God to send Geshem, the winter rains. Reciting Yizkor on that day, we feel the chill in our hearts as we rehash all of our emotions from only 2 weeks before on Yom Kippur. We say the same prayers. We remember the same loved ones. We relive our sadness. Why 2 weeks later? Well, I like to believe that it is a reminder that we do not want to go too long without thinking about our loved ones. It is as if we are bringing them back from the dead 2 times during the holiest month of the year. We are reminded that we must never go too long from one farewell to another, because we really never do say goodbye. The everlasting Kiddush, the holiness of our lives, remains very much alive as well. Saying Yizkor so close together and then spacing them out so far, well, we'll have a chance to miss our loved ones. But then we're reminded once again that our loved ones may have said goodbye, but they never really left us. They just took up a new place alongside of our Creator. On this Shabbat Shuvah, on this Shabbat of return, let us remember that all of us are really, really very good Jews. That's why we're here. That we might say goodbye to our loved ones, what we're really saying is lehitraot, which means until we meet again. That is because goodbye means God be with you. And being with God should always be forever. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. And as I wish you an easy fast on Yom Kippur, Gemar Chatima Tova, may you be judged fairly by the Creator that we all love so very, very much. And let us say Amen. Amen. And with that, we'll move along to the Aleinu. Rabbi, take it away. You know what? 47? Go ahead. You may open your mics and join the rabbi. I mean, because we're not going to let you do it on Yom Kippur, so have a party. Page 51, Aleinu, you may join the rabbi.
I'm going to do it this way. Aleinu l'shabbat l'adon ha'kol l'teinu l'bereshit lo asana kigoyei haratzon v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chalkenu kehem v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam v'anachnu orim u'b'tach Umatim, Lefnena, Matei Hamayim, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Noten Shemayim v'Yosei Haaretz, Umoshev Yikarov Hashemayim v'Ma'al, Ushkinatu Zon, V'Gavdei Meromim, O Eloheinu Echad, Emet Malkeinu, Efes Zulato, Hakato V'Torato, Yadatayo V'Hashevota, Levavecha, Ki Adonai Hu Elohim, Bashamayim V'Ma'al, V'Yal Haaretz, V'Yal Haaretz, Itachat Einod, Einod.
He has a hard time walking. Harold Hoffman.
Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'ema v'haya Adonai le'melech kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shema Oshema Echad, Oshema Echad.
Okay, you got that out of your system, everybody? You all feel better now? You can mute your microphone, please. Mute your microphone. Oy vey. All right, at this time, I'll ask everybody to keep their microphones muted as I read this week's list of yard sites. Please mute your microphones at this time. This congregation, of course, lovingly recalls the yard sites this Shabbat of Eleanor Peabody, Isidore Zunick, Bessie Celia Kuhn, Fred Kaufman, Harold Krinsky, Cantor Sam Passaroff, Norman Horowitz, Allison Kuhn, Ann Salkovitz, Bernice Levine Brass, Jack K. Barnum, Perry Gershon, Florence Krause, Minnie I. Marlin, Dorothy Ziegelbaum, Maurice Grossman, Anna Gostat. At this time, are there any other yard sites? Are there any other yard sites to be announced? Are there any other names you wish to say at this time for the loved ones that you're going to about say the Kaddish for?
George Kaplan.
David Krasinski.
Sophia Toby. Leonard Hillman.
And may the faith that binds us to our loved ones be a continuing source of comfort as we now invite those mourning and observing yard site to rise and to praise God's name with the words of the mourner's Kaddish. Let us say together in unison. Together, Yitgadal v'Yitgadash Shemei Rabbah. Bi'alma Ibra Irute Bi'amlich Malchute B'chayechon B'yomechon B'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala Ubizman Kariv V'yamru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach La'olam U'lolei Maya Yitbarach, Yishtabach, V'yipa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yitaleh, V'yithalal, Shemei Dekudesha, B'richu, Le'ela, Kol Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbachata, V'nechemata, Da'amiran, V'yalma, V'yamru, Amen. Yehei Shalama Rabbamin Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael V'yamru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael V'yamru Amen. At this time, I'll ask you to please mute your microphones. Rabbi Bernie and I will lead the Psalm of the season. Rabbi, I will lead you and you lead the congregation. The Psalm of David. Adonai is my light and my help. Whom shall I fear? Adonai is the strength of my life. Whom shall I dread?
When evildoers draw near to slander me, when foes threaten, they stumble and fall. Though armies be arrayed against me, I have no fear. Though wars threaten, I remain steadfast in my faith.
One thing I ask of Adonai, for this I yearn, to dwell in the house of Adonai all the days of my life, to behold God's beauty, to pray in God's sanctuary.
Hiding me in his shrine safe from peril, God will shelter me beyond the reach of disaster and raise my head high above my enemies.
I will bring out offerings with shouts of joy, singing, chanting praise to Adonai.
Adonai, hear my voice when I call, and be gracious to me and answer. It is you whom I seek, says my heart. It is your presence that I seek, Adonai.
Do not hide from me. Do not reject your servant. You have always been my help. Do not abandon me. Forsake me not, my God of deliverance.
And though my father and my mother leave me, Adonai will care for me.
Teach me your way, Adonai. Guide me on the right path to confound my oppressors.
Do not abandon me to the will of my foes, for false witnesses have risen against me, purveyors of malice and lies.
Yet I have faith that I shall surely see Adonai's goodness in the land of the living. Hope in Adonai. Be strong, take courage, and hope in Adonai. Lule hamanti. Go ahead.
Lule hamanti l'rot b'tuv Adonai be'eretz chayim. Kavei Adonai chazak v'yametz libecha. V'kavei al Adonai.
And again, we'll say the mourner's Kaddish. Those of you saying Kaddish will join me in the words together. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah. V'alma v'ivrachi rutei. V'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach la'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudisha barichu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran ve'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shalama rava min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom uyaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael ve'imru
Amen.
amen. And I'll ask everybody to please mute your microphones at this time. We'll turn things over to Adele Labarsky, our president, for some announcements. Everyone, please mute your microphones.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Rabbi Bernie and Rabbi Perlman, thank you for leading us. And of course, Leah and Kayla and Jacob. So, Rabbi, I have a deal. If Jacob does the Kiddush, will you do the motzi?
Sure. For Kol Nidre? Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Okay. So just checking on that. So make sure. Tomorrow morning services begin at 9:30. Havdalah is at 7:18. And then Sunday night is Kol Nidre starting at 6 o'clock. But I encourage you to tune in at 20 minutes to 6, 5:40. And you will hear some beautiful cello music of Kol Nidre. So I think that will really get us all into the spirit. Also on Monday, Yom Kippur, services start at 9 a.m. And the final blast will be at 7:17-ish. So no promises, but 7:17-ish. It's just kind of around that time. Tuesday through Thursday next week, services will be at 7 o'clock. Also next Friday night, Shabbat services will begin with a dinner, a virtual dinner at your home at 6 o'clock. We will have Kiddush and Motzi and blessing the children, some words at 6 o'clock. Then you can have your dinner and then tune in again at 10 minutes to 7 for Birkat Hamazon. And then we will have our service at 7 o'clock next Friday night. If you would like to order a dinner, you can do so on Sunday or after 7:18 tomorrow night. You can do so, and you should have received an email. You will receive that email again on Tuesday. Tuesday is the last day to order dinner. So if you'd like to have that, all you need to do is order it and pick it up at Levine's. We will be there to put it in your car for you. You don't have to get out of the car. You don't have to go into Levine's. You can just get your order, your dinner. Rabbi, I must applaud you for being so calm this evening when your screen was kind of darkened and there was nothing there.
We don't give up. We don't give up.
You are a true
Always ready.
You are a true master. So Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and have an easy fast.
Always ready for when things blow up on us. We take care of it. And I will tell you this, I'll make a deal with you. If he does the Kiddush on Sunday night, not only will I do the motzi, but I'll also do the Birchat Hamazon for the Kiddush and for the motzi. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to happen. All right, Rabbi, let's see. I think we're going to do Yigdal, right? Yigdal?
Sure, we'll do Yigdal tonight, a Friday night. That's the custom for us.
I just want to remind everybody that it's a regular Friday night. So don't forget, we're going to have a L'chaim Tovim afterwards. So if you haven't gotten yourself set up, go for it.
Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yesh tavach nimtza v'yein dam mitziyuto echad v'yein yachid ki yichudo ne'elam b'gam ein sof li'achduto ein lo demut haguf v'yein o guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato. Rabbi?
Amon l'chol davar asher nivra rishon v'yein reishi l'reishito.
Ino adon olam b'chol notzar yoreh gedulato malchuto.
Shefan nevuato netano el anshe segulato b'tifarto.
Lo kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe od navi umabid et emunato.
Torat emet natan leyamo el al yad neviyo neman beito.
Lo yachaliv ha'el ve'lo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato.
Sofer yodeya zetareinu mabid l'sof davar bekadmato.
Gomer le'ish chesed k'mifalo noten l'rashara kirishato.
Yishlach l'chetz yamin meshichenu liftov mechakeketz Yeshuato.
Meitim Yechayel b'rov chasto Baruch Adei ad Shem Tehilato.
Meitim Yechayel berov chasto Baruch Adei ad Shem Tehilato. You may open your mics. We're going to, this is a new year, you know. This is a new year. Here's to 5781. May it be a year filled with blessings. May you all be inscribed for a year in a book in the book of life.
No, it's a virtual back. See his crown royal?
Here we go. Baruch Hashem Olam Shakol Yebevaro L'chaim
I don't know.
L'chaim Toivim
Yom Shalom. Bransky. Oi. That's
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Steve Wazowski.